Alright guys, it's Leary here, and today we are gonna do, well, another recording of the leveling guide because the other one didn't have audio. Really smart of me. Anyway, so we're gonna do a quick rundown of what I'm gonna do and what I think everyone should do in 2.5 to Breach League, and, probably other leagues too. So, they're buffing totem nodes a little bit, so I was thinking, Flame Blast totems are already pretty decent. So let's just level with Spell Totem Flame Blast. And earlier just with Scorching Ray instead of the Flame Blast, because you get Spell Totem at Brutus, you get Scorching Ray at Merville, and to get there you can use Fire Trap, of course. And alongside running totems, you can use Summon Raging Spirits for boss killing, etc., etc. So let's just run through it a little bit. So early on, you want to, just look at this tree, and you kind of want to do something like this. So you start with spell damage, and you go up to here, and with the fire damage. And at this point, you're probably starting to get to Brutus. So you go into your Shamanistic Fury for the totems, because you get that there. You can go into a little bit of mana regeneration, life and life regeneration here on the way. Then you go into Elemental Overload and into fire damage. You don't pick up these nodes until later. So you get the fire damage, you go into this area for the Templar because there's AoE there, there's a lot of life, there's elemental damage, elemental resistance, really useful. Then you go into these nodes, you don't pick up this either. You go into Ancestral Bond because at that point you kind of want two totems. Maybe you even want to go Ancestral Bond immediately before you go here. Because you're using Fire Trap anyways and some Raging Spirits. So you grab this, then you go down to here for even more totem nodes, and every single one of these totem nodes really got buffed quite well. So for example, these give 14% damage for one node. That's a lot. That's really a lot. And then Shamanistic Fury gives 30% totem damage. Really good actually. So yeah, that's basically the key point. You go into here for a little bit of penetration, elemental damage. It's just a small buff. You probably don't even need to. And this is just a really must-have because there's elemental resistance and physical damage reduction. So with this 16% and this 10%, actually you get 26% on top of the base 40%, and together with your Necromancer nodes, which you should pick up Commander of Darkness and probably Mistress of Sacrifice. You get enough resistances for your totems actually. You also get a lot of damage, of course, from Commander of Darkness itself, a lot of cost speed, so really besides that you don't need any other damage, and from this on you can just start working towards the survivability of the build. So you can go into auras here, you can go into your energy shield here if you really want to, or you can wait and just go through the Lord of the Dead here, take these nodes, take influence, right? And you can go down to charisma even if you want later on. Probably not through that way, but like this. So yeah, it just really sets you up for a really core damage part of your build, and it really should be carryable into maps. So for your links, actually, you want to run Fire Trap with Trap and Mind damage and increase critical strikes if you can later on once you pick up Elemental Overload, because Fire Trap has a pretty decent base, great chance, but drawing this out will sometimes just give you that buff, which is actually gonna be quite key. Flame Blast, Spell Totem, Fire Penetration, Control Distraction, and Elemental Focus, and as you can see, Scorching Ray also works with that, except for... Why doesn't it work with Finite Penetration? Because it's a damage over time? I don't really know how it works. Anyway, so yeah, and then you want to run some Raging Spirits with Melee Physical, Melee Splash, Spell Echo, mean damage, mean speed added fire. Really pick any of these ones. It doesn't really matter as long as you pick one out of these. And power is going to be really important later on. But yeah. So for that and this, basically, that's a quick rundown actually. And I hope that will help you. For items, there's not really anything you would need. The Searing Touch is gonna be really good, of course, and otherwise just try to look for a +2 staff if you can, because uh, that's really easy actually, and 5 linking them really early, or even just finding a 5 link and trying to roll +2 on it. Even just +1 is already fine. But yeah, plus fire against is gonna be really important, both for your SRS and your totems, of course. So yeah, I hope that helps everyone, and I will see you guys later.